They want me to do what? And my head said, crap! I cannot do this. I'm a light worker. I cannot contribute to this. If it's a job, I have to. If you want to eat, after all, you could get a credit for this and an increase in pay. I could get special skills for this. I was torn inside. How could I get out of this Illuminati show? This was not pretend. This stuff is real and definitely goes on. I hear about it and I am in utter shock and disgust, and here I am now acting it all out. I have never done anything like this before. I can't do this. Another voice said, you need... Sorry, I have talking about all the different parts of yourself coming through. Another part of me said, you need the money. So as we were shooting this scene, I got lost in my role, pulling this struggling girl to the stage. There was fake blood and it splattered all over our bodies. We were even encouraged to take our fingers and scoop some blood to eat, to act like we loved the taste of sweet corn syrup. I was surprised at myself, and acting like I was enjoying the bloodshed, I actually did. I got lost to my role. I got lost to everyone's contagious excitement. Then we had to be quiet for the hero actors who were watching the whole event from the balcony to say their lines. Their lines were, how can they do this? They must be sick. This is not right. It has to stop. This is not what the program was meant for. Another actor says, it is not their fault. They do not know what they do. Those words echoed in me to such a deep level I almost passed out. Again and again the actor said those lines, and I felt like I was hit with a lightning bolt. These words, didn't Jesus say the same thing? Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they do. What did it mean? Yes, we're lost to our role, but there was more. When we all participate with such things as a collective, then we create ramifications and make the conditioned programming even stronger. Nope, deeper than that. They are sick, and by harming others, they are harming themselves, robbing themselves of the beautiful things they could be doing in a virtual reality hologram. They did not know they were all one. I wished I could have got my hands on the script to find out what they meant by those words in that show. Was there a virus that was corrupting the program? Maybe it is that saying, misery loves company. Were they sad and in pain and wanted everyone else to be in the same state? Isn't that a oneness thing as well? As I wrestled with this in my head, a producer came up to me and told me that they would like for me to work on this project. He wanted me to be in his horror movie. I was perfect for the role they had in mind. Plus, I did such a good job earlier. In their movie, I would be this disfigured, evil, living life, sexy doll kind of thing. I said, send me the script, and I will think about it, hoping maybe it will not be as bad as they are saying. Maybe there is some enlightenment in it. Is this not my big break? I would be stupid to just turn it down without at least looking at it. The script was so disturbing. I wrote the producer and said, thank you for considering me for your role, but I just cannot do it, as it is way too disturbing for me. But to you, I am sure this is a compliment, because you wrote the script and the purpose of a horror flick is to be disturbing. I could not even read the whole thing, and I never liked horror movies. They were like mind rape. They robbed my lovely thoughts and left me visuals I could not shake, always creeping into my subconscious. I would not be a part of that ever again. I am trying to make the world a better place. This is not a good start. I guess I could tell you I never really wanted to be an actress. I only pursued it because my father became so hopeful about the future. Maybe, just maybe, Jessica would make it and we would not live in poverty. My father would boast to everyone, this is my daughter. She is an aspiring model and actress, he would say ever so proudly. How could I disappoint them? And tell them the truth. I was a lousy actress. Like in school, I could not get myself to care enough for the schoolwork, nor could I care about these BS scripts. Though I would not let myself share this with myself, how I really felt about being an actress and model, I convinced myself that I loved it and this is what I came here to do. You know how when you tell yourself a lie and you try to verify it, that you eventually buy your lie and forget your own truth? This is what happened. I cried, but I did not know why. I hated God for not giving me a break and giving me a role. I needed to be reminded again of the role I was already playing. I just did not hear the subconscious yell of the director say, "We are rolling, and action!" Now that I had my big break, I did not want it. It was not my dream. I did not want to work in this industry or contribute to such a show again. Instead, I would share the inner workings of my world and all my discoveries. Curiosity trumped my fear. What if, I pondered excitedly, the world knew what I knew? It could help so many. Well, Jess, there is only one way to find out. Speak now or forever hold your peas. I was standing in the grocery frozen food section at the time when this thought came to me. I was holding frozen peas. Close enough, I thought. All my life I struggled. I had no talent at all in anything. All I had was two things everyone told me, potential and passion. Little did I know that was all I needed. My passion gushed forth into everything I touched and poured so much heart into my poems and message. The heat unthawed my frozen tongue from the land of silence. My realizations made me braver as well. I could walk down not the best parts of town and not be jumped. This one guy was dumbfounded by it, as he always got jumped every time he walked down that street. I told him I did not fear them. It is almost like bees and dogs. They can sense that. I look at them with respect. I do not see them as horrible people, just people living in horrible situations. I have understanding and compassion for them and see myself in them. They mirror reflect this back at me. Sometimes I get creative and sing really loud off key or rant to myself. I figure if I could be weirder than the weird, then they would either do two things, either come up to me saying, "What are you on?" or "Can I have some?" To which I would say, "I'm sorry, I'm all out," or they would walk on the other side of the street to avoid me. If they even tried to advance on me and only see me as a body to use and abuse, I would casually say, "Hey, you want to hear something really cool? You know, I know this place on the chest that if you hit it hard enough in just the right spot, you can make a man go impotent for 2 months. Do you want me to show you how it works?" They never want to find out if this is true or not for some strange reason. I have only had to use this tactic a few times now. With my understanding of the roles we play, I never have to use it. I only share it here so that if need be, some of you can use it. I have seen it help so many girls. Creativity rules. So what do all these clues mean? Well, the interesting thing about clues is that they tend to be layered and have roots. I really need to look at them with boggle game eyes and understand their depth. Even now, these clues hold me. My intent to understand so all of humanity can be free of the illusionist's mystery. You have to wonder, is there a part of us that does not want to know so that we can more enjoy the magic show? There is a part of us that wants to always wander and explore, that lives for the mystery. Is there an inner mourning taking place at the end of this little game? Understandable how this can be scary. We have played this game for so long that what will we do next? What else is there? I think this is where our imagination comes in. How many millennia have we been given to explore imagination and manifestation? Now what kind of a world will we create? What chance do we have if we do not look after one another in that others' suffering is ours and vice versa? So it is not about sin or karma at all. Honestly, I do not believe in either. First off, they seem to be the same thing in different packages and cast of characters. They both seem to be saying, because of something you did in the past, in your past life that you cannot recall, or something you have yet to do, you deserve to suffer now, to pay some debt. No one abuses us more than we abuse ourselves. A woman stays in an abusive relationship because deep down she feels she deserves her beating. This is what one woman confessed to me. She said, "I did wrong in my life. I need to be punished." And this sounds like a child's conditioned programming to me. Or another example would be, "You were cruel to an African person, therefore you will be that color in your next life. It is your karma." To me, I see us as a creator who wants to explore every conceivable experience, to play as many roles as possible. Like an actor who becomes much better in their craft when they play many diverse roles as opposed to the same character over and over. it brings about a deeper understanding of humanity, and you start